Welcome back, everybody. This is Sir Tail Tough Plays, and in this episode, I am hoping to get that hothouse up and running. Now, one thing you might notice about my skin, I am blue now. This is to better fit my character, who I am, IRL, because IRL, I am not green. Cleo is the one who made this skin and the green one. And so, to better fit my brand image on YouTube, I thought it would make more sense to be blue. The other thing you might notice, I am wearing my winter clothes to fit the vibe, and partially so because I was getting chilly just wandering about with my scales out to the wind. So, yeah. So, what happened since I saw you last time? I got this big plot of land flattened out. Right here, I have marked where I want to build my generator. I got some exploring done, and got some exploring out of the way as well. So if we look at the map, I walked past these mountains and grabbed some food and wood from this region. And I'm also now noticing that there is a beautiful cherry grove here on this mountainside. And I'm also noticing that there is a lot of these deep sea vents that are on the surface. So, who knows, maybe one of these days I'll go over there and automate those. So, yeah. I also did a little bit of mining off camera. You're never going to believe what I got from this. A single diamond is my highlight. A single diamond. I also organized my storage a bit. But the plan for today's episode is to get started building that hothouse. So I have some materials already. I would also like for the organic compost I have to start composting, but that needs warmth to keep the water from freezing. Maybe that's a project for the hothouse to do. So, hothouse is essentially the greenhouse from Frostpunk, and I would like to... Originally I was thinking about recreating it one for one, but I don't have a solid way of getting wood. No, I can get wood. It's wool that I'm struggling with. And so I would like to... I'm gonna do kind of a mixed design between the industrial hothouse and the one that you start off with. So, yeah. Yep, there goes my shovel. That's great. Do I have... No, of course not. So, there. Let's get a new shovel. Honestly, 41 sand is probably not enough. So we're going to go in here and grab a new shovel. And then I imagine after we get the hothouse going and I really don't have to worry about food anymore, I would like to actually get started with more creative things. So I want to get a part of the generator going so I have a proper steam engine instead of the questionable windmill that I already have. And then after that, I'd like to get an iron farm going because when I was designing the generator, oh boy, it is an expensive beast. So, fingers crossed it doesn't take too ridiculously long to get together. And I mostly just want a setup that's better than this. Although I guess I could build a bigger windmill and do some better gear ratioing and get a mixer going so I don't have to worry about andesite out. There's a lot of things that I could do. I'm not 100% sure what I want to do in this front. Maybe I can ranch some wild sheep and stick them in the hothouse. Or maybe have a fenced off area on the outside. Actually, I kind of like that idea. Maybe they can sleep inside the hothouse for when the storms come. Oh. Oh. No, I'm being approached. Come at me, bro. Zombie, no damage. Oh yeah, absolute cinema. That's, yeah. Okay, I'm using the create framed glass because actually I think the tiled glass would look better, and I can recut this, right? Yes. Okay, cool. I have a vague idea for how I want this to be shaped, and I hope that it looks sick. Oh, you see my wolves and you don't want to get eaten to death? Well, should have thought of that before you became a skeleton. Well, I guess whatever I do here is what's going to set the stage for the streets of my settlement. So, let's go with 5 wide interior? Yeah, let's go with the 5 wide interior. 5 wide interior. And then, you know what, let's do something fancy. Let's make it curve a little. Then I picture I'll have the glass here. So yeah, this is nothing. This is nothing that crazy. I think we're gonna make this a smidge bigger. Add a corner there. I like this. I think I like the shape. Let's get the stone cutter down. Let's get the saw out. And let's see. What are we feeling? What are we feeling? Oh, I like the look of the... Yeah, that looks good. I like the look of the thick flanks. Yeah, something like that. So let's, get another one of those stacks going. And this is mostly going to be glass, so I'm not going to worry too much about that. And how are you feeling about this shape? Genuinely, looks a bit funky as is. But I think whatever we do, we can make this work very well for us. And then I'm sure I'm also going to do some detailing to this eventually. I'm not sure when that's going to happen, but I know it's going to happen. The entrance should probably be here. Oh, no, it fits perfectly. So I am just building out the rough shape now. Then it gets to detailing, adding some better texture, and avoiding pillagers. You think they spotted me yet? I'm not sure. Come on. There you go. Another ominous banner for the cause. Alright, so I am already out of spruce wood. Let's get another stack going. And I think after this point I'm just going to start texturing. Because as this currently stands, this is a rather boring looking build. Then I think I'm going to actually pull these spruce logs out of block. Give it a little bit of depth. Little bit of depth. Which does mean it's going to encroach a bit closer to the generator. And it'll add to the fun claustrophobic vibe. And if I truly hate it later, I can always just tear it down and restructure it a little bit. Add a more appealing location. So yeah, I do some creative planning when it comes to building, but most of the time I just kind of, I get a vague idea of what I want to do, and then I wing it. Sometimes I will sketch. This is one of the buildings that I have sketched before. But I'm not really exactly going off the sketch. I am just continuing with my vague idea of how I wanted to construct this glorious, glorious building. So let's see. Probably do use copycats here to get a nice curve. And you know what? I have not thought about what material I want the roof to be made out of. Like, obviously I'm going to have glass on part of the roof. Like, that's a given. But you know, I'm running out of wood. Like, that's a given. It is assumed that a greenhouse would have glass for the roof. But I also am going to need... Yeah. I'm also going to want some texture. Could use... Do I want to use deep slate? I don't know if I want to use deep slate. I don't want to have to go to the mines to get it. Genuinely. And I also only have iron tools. It takes forever to mine deep slate. I ain't about that life. I don't know if you can hear that, but there is a motorcyclist going down the mountain pass right now. And it is very, very, very loud. So, chippity chop. Yep, see, maybe I should have done more resource gathering before starting today's episode, but I had the itch, I wanted to record, and so you are getting some 10 out of 10 gathering gameplay. Oh, create mod, mechanical saws, I love you. I'm now realizing it's not making my hunger go down because I'm nourished. Huh. Okay, I think that's enough deforestation for now. Yeah, I can see this building looking cool. I just have to make it actually look cool. So I think this can be dropped a block because I want the main roof to be higher than this one. Then I think I'm going to raise this roof by a block. So let's get going. Sun is set, and I am sure I will do just fine. The mob should know better than to disturb a dragon while it's in the middle of construction, right? Right? Okay. I think the time has come for a little bit of changing color. The idea is that I was going to mix birch, oak, and spruce together to kind of give a nice gradient-ish effect. So it kind of looks like some of the snow is kind of clinging to the sides at the top. The bottom's just the original wood. I'm hoping that my vision makes more sense when I actually get to building that. Some of these logs I'm going to have to replace with wood, which I should probably be doing as I'm building this. It's just, you lose a whole log when you convert to wood, and it makes me sad. Why can't it just be a one-to-one like every other Minecraft recipe? Oh well. My saw is gone, question mark? Or is it? It's on the ground somewhere, isn't it? Oh, there it is. Let's get the rest of my glass converted. Then I would imagine, ouch, my bones. I would assume that. Okay, let's get ye old crafting table out. No, I don't want to make the roof out of slabs, though. I don't want to make it out of wooden slabs. So then, okay, I'm gonna sleep. There's lots of nasties on it. I have clay. No, I don't have clay. Of course I don't have clay. Well, I'm not gonna go through all the work to get a back tank. Could make it a boring stone roof. Ooh, or a boring andesite roof. I like the idea of boring andesite better. Oh yeah, especially since I have create, and so I got more variety in terms of options. Let's see how this looks. Sorry for the abrupt cut. Cerulean was bothering me. I told her not to come into the cave while I was working, but she popped in anyway, trying to say hi. But so I'm gonna have to cut that out because I'm still not sure whether or not dragonets should be on social media at their current age. Oh. Wait, yeah, no, this is right. Let's see, how terrible does this look from the surface? Doesn't look bad. Oh, chainmail zombie. I haven't seen you in a while. And now you're dead. Do these become pains? Yo, thank goodness they do. No, I'm gonna want that saw. Boop, 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 boop. Nice. Very nice. I think realistically I'd probably actually want them to be it's like the weathered, yeah, these weathered iron windows, but that takes weathered iron, and that's actually not that expensive. Well, too late. I've already decided this building's going to have the tiled window looks, which I don't hate. And I believe that makes it look a little more clean, if that makes any sense. Like you would not want to waste resources on cleaning up the windows for a house, but it's really important to keep the windows clean for the food making building. 1, 2, 3. Oh, 2. I guess this gives the interior a little more character. Yeah, I like that. Makes it feel a bit more supported. Yeah. Now that I have done that, now this pillar is kind of unnecessary. Yep, I have a very, everything that I decide when I'm building is very spur of the moment. Let's dump all the things that I don't currently need. And I'm also going to need some more. Thank you for throwing those items, game. Really appreciate it. Makes my heart soar with joy. I guess I'm going to need more of those beloved cut andesite slabs. I'll just, wow, I already had a lot of them in my inventory. Oops. Then convert some of this to this. Yeah. And maybe do a little bit this can be a double. Yeah. Yeah. I like that. Oh, I do not like that. I do not like falling off the roof. It's not my favorite activity. What is wrong here? Oh. You are incorrectly aligned. There goes my X. Well, I hope you enjoy these more chill gameplays. I know one of you in particular really likes them, and I am very grateful for your support. Yeah, these are never gonna be like huge jump cuts to a completed mega build. Like, the only time that's gonna happen is like if I am printing something with a schematic cannon like the generator. Like, sure, that might happen, but that's not gonna be a normal thing, if that makes sense. Like, that's only if the generator takes forever to print and I don't want to record the entire thing. Because storage space is a hot commodity these days. You know what? It's a little uneven, but you know what? It gives it character. Funky, funky, funky character. Another reason that I want to get sheep is so I can get more of those delicious shepherd's pies. So I think... Oh. This should not be grass. Let's maybe make it slabs under here. Yes, I was trying to break something made out of stone with a shovel. Fight me. And your argument probably would be... Oh, you don't get the create glasses back. I thought you did. I break like regular Minecraft glass. That's not very nice. Phew! Oh, jeez. Oh, phew. One scary thing about sneezing as a dragon is that when you have sensitive electronics in front of you and you sneeze, you better pray that you're not accidentally shooting fire at the thing that you are doing. Will this look... That would look better if there wasn't these. How do we feel about this? Yeah, just leave it like this. I kind of like it. I'm really liking the look of this. It's not looking like a frostpunk greenhouse, but it is looking like a greenhouse. And I think that is what matters the most, is that it looks like a greenhouse. I don't have any torches. Oh yeah, because I dotted them around everywhere because I realized mobs were spawning like crazy. This is a hardcore world, and knowing my clumsy tail, I very much can easily get myself killed in really stupid ways, and so I would appreciate it if that isn't getting killed by a zombie in the middle of building a greenhouse. Because, I have died in stupid ways like that before playing hardcore worlds. But with enough support and determination from the community, I am building literally and figuratively. I hope that this... Oh, last forever. Okay, this looks a little goofy. So let's give some like awnings to the windows. And then I think some, wait, what am I doing? I have a crafting table in my backpack. Yeah. And we can give these little planter pots, which is a detail I am out of wood for, but I think, never mind, I thought chipped planks counted as regular Minecraft planks. Apparently they do not. So shame on me for thinking that was the case. And then we can, I don't know, have some quaint decor here. That looks nice. And I think I might actually move the doorway here. Yeah. And then you come in here and there is epic plant stuff going on. Oh, texturing. I said I would texture. So let's get this chopped away. I'm not realizing a lot of this is going to get torn down because I want to have a gradient from birch to oak planks. And I think that would look nice. So a lot of these walls are coming down. I feel like there's a metaphor for life in there somewhere, but I am too lazy to try and figure it out. So maybe one of you in the comments can make a metaphor. I'm just kidding. I'm not giving y'all homework. Let's start with sticking some more birch planks in here. Okay, and then another rule that I have when doing gradients like this is like, obviously the two colors that I am gradiating with should not... Oh, I'm not out of birch. Oh no. Oh, I don't want to go on a grand expedition to get more birch. It's not on the to-do list for today, but yeah, like you should not have... Like it should not skip a layer in the gradient. So everywhere that the birch is touching should be oak. Then I'll probably do a little more texturing, a bit greater variety. And I'm debating whether or not I'll do that on camera or not. I'll probably do it on camera just this time, and then you can yell at me in the comments below if it's like, hey, this is too boring. So, please, be honest with me. I am more than open to constructive feedback. So, if you have anything to tell me, say it now, or forever hold your peace. Because if you don't say anything about it, I will assume that my content is perfect. I mean, I know that my content's not perfect. I cannot lie. But I will be better at pretending that it's perfect if y'all don't say anything. Let's see, how bad does that look from the outside? Oh, yeah. Yeah, I like that. I like that. I think Getting some snow on the roof would also do us some good. And I'm pretty sure that it will actually help spawn-proof it, so I could get rid of those. So I can get rid of those torches on the roof and just have snow layers. Yep. 54 should be... It's probably not enough. How much you want to bet? Now, if I had snow real magic in this pack, I could also put snow on the trapdoors. That would be cool. Yeah. Oh, mod pack. I wanted to mention this in one of the last videos, but I forgot. The mod pack I am using, the base, is Create Plain and Simple. It's the mod pack that Big Jim made for his survival series. And so it's got Create and a bunch of add-ons for it, particularly aeronautics, which, like I mentioned before, I would love to get into aeronautics. Because I think building airships and flying them around a survival world is sick. But, it'll be a while until we get to that stage, because I am still in the... Geez, I haven't even gotten a farm up yet. Well, I'm currently in the process of getting a farm up, but, you know, I don't have a stable source of food at the moment. But, yeah, I like that. With the smattering of stone. This wall is boring. I don't know what I'm going to do about that just yet. How do I want this interior to look? So, like, obviously, I'm going to have crops, and probably this half of the area is going to be nothing but crops. So, alright, it's happening. I have the building built. I can start planting things. Oh, I cannot. Oh, it feels good. Actually being able to lay down stuff that will eventually get me food, and I don't have to hunt for everything. Oh yeah, originally I was debating whether or not I should have sheep living in here because of my wool shortage. Why did I dig all that out? Oh, this is all going to turn into farmland. Why? I also don't have a hoe. First time actually needing a hoe. This is epic. Epic. And meow to you too. Oh, I think I'm actually going to leave a pinned comment at the bottom of this video as a way for y'all to suggest names for the pets. Because I was hoping that you'd do that last time, but it's alright, it's alright. I get it. Coming up with names for animals is a very daunting task. I don't blame you for not having something immediately. Ooh. I like this. Yeah. Look at that. Funnily enough, I actually went in to grab this cobblestone so we'd have a flooring in here instead of just dirt and farmland. But I quickly seem to have forgotten that original plan, and instead detailing all the walls with polished cobblestone, which is a texture I would not think I would like. Yep. There we go. How's that look? That looks good. That looks good. That looks ominous. I don't know why. Makes me think it's like an eye looking at me. That still looks weird. There we go. Oh, this side of the building has no lighting. Down a block. I don't want to accidentally melt the snow on the roof. Yes, hello, sir. Yes, I don't like you either. Ooh, carrot. I'm not going to eat that. That would be better planted. Anyway, the original reason I grabbed cobblestone is so I think I want this. Kind of want like a part of yeah, where I've dug out. I want this to be floor. But I would like the texture to be different on the polished cobblestone than it is on the walls. Am I add cobblestone bricks? Does that look good? Yeah, I like the look of those. Oh, that's a spruce tree. I thought that was a creeper. Like, ugh. Okay, it doesn't really look like a greenhouse from that side, but from this side, yeah, you can tell that plants are growing in there. Ooh, that's a lot of mobs. That's a lot of mobs. I'm going to bed. Then I think getting some tanks and such on the roof would be fun. Because I'm pretty sure that I can get some. I have cats here. What? Yeah, that's what I thought, creeper. Okay, creeper is dispatched. So, I don't know how many pipes I need. So let's just, let's quickly craft up like however many pipes that will make me. And I think andesite I can turn into a fun boiler block. Let's see. Yeah! And then I can stick this on the roof somewheres. Never mind, there is not enough room on the roof for this. But there is a perfectly good blank wall here. So like, yeah. And then like connect them in with pipes, and so it looks like we're boiling the water to... Wow, you're slow. No. Oh. Well, this honestly is probably enough pipes as is. Yep. I should really don't think I need like that entire stack of pipes that I'm working on. You're not going to connect though, are you? Oh, I can make them bigger. Wow, that does not look good. I think maybe if you were the... Dang it. Maybe if you were the chunky boy. Yeah. Once like all the steam's getting boiled here and then pumped into the building. Yeah, I like that. And then maybe we can have another boiler set up here. Yeah, I do get kind of unoriginal with decorative pieces. Yeah, you're not done, are you? Oh, it's so bad. Alright, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Alright, good enough. Well, like, I'm sure I could put, like, crates of items on the outside, or... It always seems that one of the most beloved things to do is just stick some firewood. Yeah, I like the look of that so far. Then maybe... Like, this is like a heating pipe, keeping the building all warm. Yeah, yeah, that's believable. And then a wooden pressure plate, because I'm lazy when it comes to opening and shutting doors. So, let's get a hoe, some crops, and we can finally say that we are not constantly on the brink of starvation. And I can make a greater variety of foods, which one thing I really like doing is, in the background, is cooking. My family definitely appreciates it. I don't think I've ever gotten any real complaints from the Dragonettes or Cleo about my cooking prowess. I'm not going to put sweet berry bushes there. If I put them there, I will. I forgot the actual reason I went home, and that was to make a hoe. I've never gotten complaints. Okay, except for the one time that I tried getting them to eat deer liver. None of them was impressed. I assumed Cleo would not like it, because, you know, I've been told that humans aren't the biggest fan of animal liver. Then the Dragonettes also turned it down. You know what would also be important in here is water. So I am also going to craft a water bucket. Unless I have one. No, I do not have one in my backpack. Water bucket, water bucket. And then one thing that I always do when I'm crafting buckets is I already had one. That's right, I grabbed milk. Darn you. But I always make 2 water buckets so I can get a quick and dirty infinite water source wherever I put it down. You know what? Now that I am... yeah, this building's beginning to grow on me. And again, I'm sure I'm going to add more details. I might add some of those more details off camera. But here it is. The official start first farm in the colony. And this shield is making... Ooh, did I perfectly space this out so I only need one water source? Ain't no way. Oh my goodness, I did. That's amazing. And I can see all of the dirt poking underneath the farmland, and that's going to bother me like no one's business. And all of my... Darn. All of my... I left all my spruce wood in one of the chests, because I was like, oh, I'm done with all this. I'm nearly done recording the video. I don't need to have my inventory a complete mess. Nope. Nope, boy, was I wrong. This is why I am so terrible with storage. Oh, I don't have any logs left. It's not a matter of... It's not a matter of me being dumb. It's just a matter of me being poor. It'd be funny if there was some logs in my inventory, but I'm not seeing any spontaneously appearing, so... How sad. Yeah, it should be good enough. I really only need like one tree. Yeah, look at that. Yep, my green shack is looking up. Oh, and I can place another one of these organic composts down. Yeah. If you all haven't played with Farmer's Delight before, the reason that organic compost and rich soil is so great is because every so often it will bone meal the crops on top. And so you will get, just grows quicker because of that. There. A little bit more here. And I can finally rest in a grateful universe. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. I want to make a trip back to the shack to get... Fine. This is my hill that I want to die on. I should stick through it the whole time and actually die on my hill. Go out here, run back to the shack. This house is probably going to get torn down after a while. This was started off as a temporary shack, and it doesn't match the style of the rest of the village. So it shall eventually be torn down, unless y'all are attached to the Sir Tailtuft starter cabin, but I really can't imagine that you are. And because I'm impatient, let's get mushrooms there. Let's go with another, another row of wheats. And another row of wheats. And then last row, cabbages. Yeah, I'm missing tomatoes, but it is what it is. So I will get that growing in the background, and I'll probably get the rest of this shack decorated up. So yeah, I'm gonna sleep, and then I will say goodbye. So let's give one last walk around of the greenhouse. I really like it from this angle, which honestly is probably the most important angle because this is going to be the center of town. Oh, thank you. It's like this is the view you're gonna see from the generator, and I think that's the most important view. And then I also really like that how you can actually see all the things growing inside. And I am probably gonna stuff some fun actual storage here to put the crops in. Maybe turn this into a kitchen. Not entirely sure about that, and I will be sure to update you. So yeah, I think that I am gonna call it there. So let's get a good angle. Honestly, probably gonna take see, I feel like it's not that clear that it's a greenhouse from that angle. It's more clear from this back side. Oh, I don't want this stone cutter in my shot. Yeah, something like this. So that is going to be all for me today. Thank you all for watching me and my at times schizophrenic self. Oh, and I am still looking for names for the pets. Remember, we got 3 wolves and the calico cat. The tuxedo cat I have already named Momo, so any name suggestions will be greatly appreciated. And so that is all for me, folks. Have a good rest of your day, and bye-bye.